It was 1803, and a group of Igbo men and women from the Bight of Biafra were being forced onto a ship bound for the plantations of Georgia in the United States. They had been captured during raids along their homeland, stripped of freedom, and sold into the horrors of the transatlantic slave trade. But even in chains, their spirits remained unbroken. The ship arrived at St. Simon's Island, Georgia. The enslaved Igbo were marched toward the plantations, their feet sinking into the wet, marshy soil. The air was thick with the smell of brine and the rustling Spanish moss that hung from the live oaks. They were met by slave traders and overseers with guns, whips, and dogs, ready to enforce submission. Among them was an elder, his face lined with wisdom and sorrow. He looked at the strange land and the hostile sky, understanding the fate that awaited them: forced labor, erasure of their names, their culture, their identity. But he also remembered the ancestral voices of freedom, of defiance, of dignity. When the chains tightened and the overseers shouted, the elder stopped and turned toward the water. He gestured to the others, and slowly, almost ritualistically, they followed him. Step by step, they waded into the Atlantic, their bodies sinking into the salt and tide, their chants rising above the waves. They sang in Igbo, invoking ancestors, freedom, and the river's embrace. The overseers tried to stop them, firing their guns, shouting threats. Some men and women were caught, dragged back, but the majority reached deeper water. One by one, they let the ocean take them, choosing death over slavery. Their collective act of resistance became legend. It was a declaration: even in chains, the human spirit cannot be owned. The local community spoke of that day for generations. The story transformed into myth and memory, a symbol of courage, resistance, and the refusal to be enslaved. They became known as the Igbo Landing, a haunting, powerful reminder that some souls are never meant to be held. Even today, descendants remember, and the story is retold as a testament to resilience, dignity, and the ultimate choice for freedom.